So, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're dead.
What?
You're a ghost. You're haunting your own apartment.
I'm what? That's rich. Really rich. I thought I'd heard them all, but that one... Just leave me alone.
Okay. Well, see you around.
Yeah, see ya.
Looks like a pretty threatening letter from someone called STP.
Miss Walters, as per our agreement, your final balance owed has been directly deposited into the account we have on file. We'd also like to remind you not to harass our client further. This includes phone calls, emails, text messages, and personal visits. We've received numerous complaints. If these actions continue, we'll be forced to take the appropriate police action. Hope it does not come to this. We appreciate your compliance in this matter. That might be something to ask you.
No good. This is as far as I can move.
Ooh, picture.
There's a message written on this photo. Rachel and Tiff. We rocked? I don't get it. I can only assume her name is Rachel.
Maybe I can ask her this
Hello
TP
again.
thing.
What?
Rachel.
That's a cute picture there of you. Who's your friend?
Stop with the personal questions. It's my life. I made my choices. I'll deal with them.
Oh,
Just leave me alone.
that sounds bad. What did you do? Is it to do with STP?
Could you tell me what STP stands for?
Stop with the personal questions. It's my life. I made my choices. I'll deal with them.
So, assumably those
Just leave me alone.
are connected. Okay. I think we're going to have to
Well, see.
Yeah.
see you around. Head back.
So how did it go?
She's a spook, all right. Pretty recent one, too.
Just like Jeremy.
Yeah.
Switch, and let's search for STP.
There must be hundreds of possible results for STP.
Shush.
This isn't going to help me at all.
STP legal. No, okay. Ooh, Haynes. My name is Scott Haynes. My wife Madison told me you were badgering her and my mother with questions yesterday. Our family's been through a tremendous ordeal and don't need you stirring things up. I don't want to get the police involved, but I will. Scott Haynes. Okay, compare notes. Do those fit together?
No connection that I can see.
Well, she reacted very, very venomously to either of them. Right, well, we gotta go to the other person and assumably find them as a ghost.
Sneaking through the Columbia campus at night isn't how I envisioned coming back here. Keypad locks. Those are new.
Go through.
Hello? Looks like the coast is clear. I have no idea what this thing is.
Poke it.
I have no idea what to do with that thing. Looks like a schedule of some kind. Every item is marked by a letter and number code. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Okay.
I know what this is. It's a cassette player. I think it replaced the 8-track not too long ago.
Right. So, this one's not dead yet.
Well, we've learned one thing by coming here. Jamie's a slob. Looks like a bunch of junk to me. Just a set of drawers.
Oh, note on the door.
It says, "Remember Waterloo."
1815. The code's 1815.
There's a keypad on this door.
Yes! The Battle of Waterloo was in 1815. I think June 1815. Enter the password. Don't know.
Joey, get in here.
What?
This looks like a class schedule. I recognize a bunch of the course codes from when I studied here.
You remember that after all this time?
It wasn't that long ago.
If you say so.
Let's see. She's mostly taking English and history classes.
Uh-huh.
Now this is interesting. She's taking the same writing class that I did.
That's interesting.
Well, it is to me. She's even got the same professor.
Elaine Appleton. So, let's look at our desk.
There's nothing useful in there. Just some textbooks covering a variety of subjects. They seem to be the only books in the room. You would think a college kid would have more than this.
Especially if they're doing English.
It's full of makeup, nail polish, eyeliner, hairspray. I guess that's college for you.
Right, well, let's head off. We now have access to the room, so we can go in and out, I assume. Right. No, I didn't mean to do this at all, did I? Let's head to the home space. No. We didn't get anything. We now have Elaine Appleton. Elaine Appleton. Elaine Appleton. New phone number, Elaine.
Hello?
Hi, is this Elaine Appleton?
That's me. Who's this?
Rosangela Blackwell. I was in your class around 10 years ago.
Rosangela! Yes, of course I remember you. It's been a long time. I saw you had a book published. Is that right?
Something like that. Do you have a few minutes?
Sure. What can I help you with?
Oh, she remembers me.
I'm surprised you remember me after all this time.
Well, it was my first year as a professor, and you did stand out.
I did?
The coffee? The cup you spilled all over my desk?
Oh, God. I completely forgot about that.
I didn't. I had to let those papers dry out all night.
Jamie.
I wanted to ask about a student of yours, Jamie Graham.
Oh, her. Yes. So tragic what happened.
Yes, I thought
Tragic?
You mean you don't know? She died just last week.
so. Dun dun dun.
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. Did you know her well?
No, not really. But could I ask you some questions about her?
I'm not sure what I can tell you that I already didn't tell the police, but go ahead.
What was she like?
What can you tell me about Jamie?
I hate to speak ill of her, but she was a disappointment.
How so?
At first, she was very keen about her work. She was a brilliant writer, but that brilliance soon faded. By midterm, she'd show up for class late and hungover, when she showed up at all. And as for what she was wearing, well, let's just say it wasn't appropriate.
She was brilliant.
What made her brilliant?
She had a way of infecting you with her passion. When she loved something, she could make you love it too. She had a keen interest in Middle Eastern history, so it was no surprise that most of her work had Middle Eastern themes to them. But as I said, that faded with time. She stopped having a passion for much of anything, I think. Such a waste.
Brilliant.
What made her brilliant?
Well, like I said, she had a way of infecting you with it. She had a keen...
Okay, we've already asked that one. Let's go around. Faded.
You said she faded. What do you think happened to her?
I don't know. I wish I did. At the time, I figured it was the typical story. Young, sheltered girl comes to the city and gets overwhelmed with the freedom of it all. Most adjust fine. Some, well, don't. I could tell she was troubled, but I learned long ago that it isn't my place to reach out. I remember you being a bit closed off, once upon a time.
Yes, well, we all change.
Clothes.
What was wrong with her clothes?
I'm no prude, but what she was wearing should stay in Munray's where it belongs.
Munray's?
It's a nightclub. It's a popular hangout for the students here.
And Jamie went there.
She wore their t-shirts, so I'd assume yes. Although it was more like a half a shirt.
How did she die?
How did Jamie die?
I'm not sure. No foul play, if that's what you're asking. It was a clot in the brain or something like that.
Really?
That's what the police said anyway.
Why were the police involved? If she died by natural causes, why involve them?
I wondered the same thing myself. The detective, a man named Durkin, I believe, wasn't very forthcoming.
Well, we'll look at our notes. See if anything's come out. Unraised?
So what is Munray's like?
I wouldn't know. My clubbing days are long gone. I'd just embarrass myself.
Tiffany Walters, maybe.
Does the name Tiffany Walters mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone with that name.
And Rachel isn't helpful. STP?
Have you ever heard of STP?
I'm afraid not.
Gavin?
Have you ever heard of a man named Gavin?
Gavin? Can't say I know any Gavins.
Okay. Thank you.
I should get going.
Are you still in the city? We should have coffee sometime.
Oh, sure. I'm a bit wrapped up in the story, but maybe after?
Sure. You take care.
Okay, well, let's contact Mr. Durkin.
Hi, it's me again. I was just checking in. Any word on Jeremy's murder?
Nothing yet. We're working on it. You got anything for us?
I think it's connected to Jamie Graham.
I wanted to talk to you about Jamie Graham.
Who?
Jamie, a Columbia student. I was told you were looking into it.
You get around, don't you?
I think Jamie and Jeremy might be connected. Could we talk somewhere?
Why should I do that?
Look, you owe me, and I might be able to help you out again.
You could, huh?
Like you said, I get around.
What the hell? I need a cup of coffee anyway. You know a place in Alphabet City called Cup of Clay?
I'll find it.
Right. See you there.
Right. It might also be worth... We could pop round to Lisa, now that we know they're both dead. Let's do that before heading to the cafe, I think. Oh, no, we have to do the buzzer.
Locked.
Yes.
Hi, Lisa?
Oh, it's you. Have you learned anything?
Jamie's dead.
I learned something about Jamie Graham.
And?
She's dead. Lisa?
Did Gavin kill her? Don't come back until you know for sure.
Okay, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Fine.
Okay, so I need to actually know for sure it was Gavin. I don't know for sure, but I'm fairly confident. Let's head to the cafe then. There he be.
Hi, Detective Durkin?
Oh, it's you. So, what can I do for you?
So, any progress on Jeremy?
Look, you helped us out on the ID, but don't push it. You know about as much as I do.
So why are you looking into Jamie's death? Her teacher said it was natural.
Well, she was right. It looked that way, sure enough.
And?
Her body was found in a dumpster off of Amsterdam. Natural or not, how did the body get in there?
A dumpster.
A dumpster. So it was murder.
I didn't say that. It was 3 blocks away from some nightclub. We learned she was a regular, so we went over. She bought it in the upstairs room. Some kind of VIP area. 1 minute, dancing the night away. The next, lights out. Nobody saw how she died, just that she was dead. Anyway, the bouncer saw it and freaked, so he snuck her out and dumped her. Like I said, cut and dry. Case closed.
How are you sure she wasn't murdered?
We have this thing called a coroner's report.
Right. What did it say?
I don't know the medical term, but some kind of brain vessel burst? It happens. One thing's for sure, it was no murder. Just rotten luck.
Is that what Jeremy died of?
What else did the coroner's report say?
Nothing too important. Why?
I don't know. Could I see it? You do owe me.
I don't know about that, but you certainly do get around. Look, I can't give you the actual report, but I can give you the gist. You might be nuts, but for some reason, I think you're alright.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. You owe me now. You got a phone?
Yeah.
When we finish here, I'll send you a message.
Any of the notes?
This
Munray's.
club where Jamie died. It was Munray's, wasn't it?
You get around. Yeah, that was the place.
Tiffany Walters.
Does the name Tiffany Walters mean anything to you?
Nah.
Gavin?
Do you know anyone named Gavin?
You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
He's kind of a cult leader. I'm not sure what he does yet.
Yet?
Have you heard of him or not?
Nah, sorry.
Right. STP.
Do the initials STP mean anything to you?
Nah, sorry.
Not particularly. There's a load of different things. Well, Munray's. Ooh.
How come Munray's is still open after what they did?
How do you think any club stays open? They offer favors and spread money around to the right people, and the whole thing never happened. It's all hushed up. Nothing in the papers even.
Well, bye.
See ya.
And then phone. Oh, no, you've not sent that. But I'm going to search Munray's. Yep. Gives us the location. Talk to the barista. I may as well.
Hi.
Hi, you're new here, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, my first time.
I knew it. I never forget a face.
Do you know the detective over there?
Durkin? He's a regular.
Do I want to buy coffee?
It's so tempting, but I've already had more coffee today than I should.
Alright, well, we'll leave.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
Have a good night.
It's always good just to pop into a coffee shop and not buy any coffee.
Hey, check it out. I got a message from Durkin.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, coroner's report. Well, I think we'll head to home. I don't know what we're doing, but we'll have a look at our notes. Does that give us anything? Blood work clean, no sign of harmful or illegal substances. Cause of death, traumatic hemorrhage due to spontaneous bleeding into brain tissue. And that's obviously...
This coroner report doesn't tell us anything we didn't already know.
I was hoping we'd find out what happened to Jeremy. His report, because I think that's probably going to be more important. Because if that's the same, then we have a good connection there.
Jamie spent a lot of time at Munray's, according to Elaine Appleton.
And I'm starting to flag. I think I'll put a cut in here, because I'm starting to just feel worn out, which might be because of everything that's happened this week. So I'll put a cut in here, and next time we will investigate Munray's, I think. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.